Gosh, I had so many things floating through my mind on messaging and what to cover today and where to focus. Good morning, Jeanette. And a couple thoughts for you. One is I went to pull a card for us today from that kind of cheeky deck of cards that I have, the tarot cards. And I thought it was really impactful that the one that pulled up, if you can see it here on the screen, it says justice. So very fitting for yesterday, right? That today's card would be justice. And, the card reads, when the justice card appears, you can bet that it will live up to its name. And this little guy has taken a solemn vow to uphold truth and fairness and to roll out the appropriate effect for every cause. And the thought around it is, I treat other people how I'd like to be treated, even when I'm not in the mood. So justice came up today. So I thought I would put that out there. Certainly was good to get some justice yesterday, for sure. The other one that kept coming up for me today was Ananda Hum. And Ananda Hum means I am joy and I am bliss. So it's a lot to reconcile, right? Justice and joy. So I think let's live in that space of rejoicing for some justice, also knowing more justice to be had, for sure. So find a comfortable seat and let's get to it. So as you get seated, we're going to center on breath. So feel your sits bones making contact with the floor. And just let your legs settle in. You can rest your hands on top of your thighs. Let's just take a moment here, coming into breath, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders up by the ears, roll them down your back, crown of the head lifts. Let that breath fill your chest and your ribs. Belly pulls away from the spine and pause. And then trace the breath back through. Bring our hands into our hearts. We'll link breath and movement as we inhale, bringing our closed palms above our head. Exhale, open wide to a T. Inhale, fingertips together, arms long in front. Exhale, bending the elbows back to heart. Again, inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale, close in front. Exhale to the heart. Last one on your own. Take a moment to pause. Feel present on your mat. Clasping your fingers and pushing your palms forward. Inhaling, arms up overhead, looking at the ceiling. Exhale, pushing arms shoulder height, rounding the upper back. So seated cat-cow is inhale up. Exhale through. 2 more. Inhale back up, twisting right, and let the arms float down. Gaze over the right shoulder, taking a nice twist here. Flipping the right palm up, extending long and across the body, sitting up nice and tall, feeling that full stretch out to your fingertips. Inhale here, and then exhale, release that down. Scooping our arms up, rotating left, float the arms down, gaze over the left shoulder. And then sweep the arm up, and across the body. And release. Take the hands on either side as we inhale, scoop up. Exhale, forward fold. Take the fingertips long in front. Really reaching as you stretch out your lower back. Let your head be heavy. Let's walk the fingertips over to the right. Feel the left sit bone rooted all the way through the armpit to the left pinky finger. Find your way back to center, and then let's rotate over left. Feel that same stretch all along your right side. Coming back to center. And then slowly roll yourself up, roll the shoulders back and down, and let's give our neck a little love with the right ear, right shoulder, left fingertips out, and right hand can come up. Chin in towards the shoulder, stretching out our outer neck. Back up to center. Left ear, left shoulder, right fingertips out. And bring your chin in towards your shoulder. And back up to center. Making our way into all fours. Let's find tabletop. Pad the knees. And once your knees are underneath your hips, the wrists are underneath the shoulders, let's take some full circles along the mat. Tracing all four corners with your hips. Beginning to wake up all your joints. And then reverse your circle. And let's come back to center. Centering the body as you drop the hips over to the right, gaze over the left shoulder back towards your heels. Coming back to center, drop left, look right. Again, center, drop right, look left. And then last time, back to center and dropping left. And come back to center. Right hand underneath the heart, sweep the left arm up as we rotate the wrist in one direction and then the other. Inhale, lengthen, and on your exhale, thread the needle through. Left shoulder comes down to the mat. Right arm can stay where it's at, or you can take your bind, opening up the heart to the right. Also giving your neck a nice stretch here. Breathing into the opening of your left shoulder. One more nice, long, slow breath. And then lift yourself back up as you plant your right hand, left fingertips to the ceiling. And then trade it out. Left hand under, right arm sweeps up. Rotate the wrist. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, let's bring the right shoulder all the way down. Same thing, take a bind if you like. And settle into some slow breaths. And then we'll let our hand plant and bring our right arm back up to the ceiling. And down we go into some cat-cows, inhaling through and looking up. Exhale, round the back and push your hips back into closed child's pose. So flowing through, inhaling up to cow. Exhale, round the back and push yourself back. Two more flow all the way through. Back to neutral spine. Taking our right leg along, toes pointing down, left arm comes out, thumb pointing up. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, elbow to knee. 3 more. Last one. And bring that knee all the way forward. Plant the left hand, sweep the right fingertips up. Nice big opening. Hand comes back down as we inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale to cactus. Fingertips above the head. As we exhale and open to a T, gaze at the back fingertips. Float the right arm down and back up. And now we'll float both arms down. And we're going to lift up our, curl the left toes under and lift up the back leg, coming into a low lunge. Spend a moment here and just feel that energy pulsating through your left leg. If you'd like to rock a little bit on the ball of your foot as we stretch out the left calf. And then let's plant our left hand as we sweep up the right up to the ceiling. So stretching out the left calf, reaching with the right fingertips. Bring that hand down, coming up into crescent as our hands come up onto our shins. Extend the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulders back and down. So feel nice and strong in your crescent lunge here. And then just open up to a T to the right. So nice big twist here. Beautiful. Then bring the hands back overhead, full form of crescent, and float the arms all the way back down into your low lunge. Set down your left leg and bring your right leg back. Couple of rounds of our cat-cow, inhaling up into cow. Exhale, rounding into cat, set the hips back. 2 more, flow through this. Last one, inhale to cow. Exhale, round and float back. Back up to all fours. Left leg extends, toes down. Right hand out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. 4 more. And last one. And bring the left leg forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open to a T to the left. Look back at the fingertips. Float the left arm down, back up. Float both hands down. Plant the right hand. Sweep the left up to the fingers, or up to the ceiling. Opening to the side. Bring the left hand back down. Curl the right toes under. And now find your low lunge on this side. As we stretch out our right calf, plant our right hand. Again, sweep the left fingertips to the ceiling. Take a breath here. Bring the left hand down. Find your balance as we come up to crescent. Hands on the thighs. Get your balance. Fingertips up to the ceiling. Big twist as we open and twist to the left into a T. Sweep the left arm down and back up. Find stillness in your crescent lunge here. If your shoulders are bunched up, release them down your back. And now let's forward fold as we bring our hands back down to the mat. And let the right knee come down and the left. Take the knees wide, big toes to touch, settle down into child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat. All 4 corners of your palms are active in contact with your mat. Feel your fingertips connecting. Settle into some belly breaths. Begin to lift your hips, curl your toes, and find down dog. You can pedal out, bending one leg, straighten the other. Take a moment, wake the body up, and then find stillness up on the tippy toes, lowering those heels down towards your mat, belly reaching for the thighs, head is heavy, shoulders away from the ears, rolling forward into our plank on an inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pushing back to down dog. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, roll forward again to plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing back into down dog. All right, one more. Inhale forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push yourself back up to down dog. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Meeting in a standing forward fold. Let your head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins. Flat back, exhale down. 2 more. And exhale. And last one. Inhale up and exhale down. Micro bend the knees, hands on either side, reverse swan dive up. Slight back bend. Fingertips to touch, hands at the heart. Let your hands come down on either side. Rotate the shoulders back and down. Pinky fingers are rotating forward. Crown of the head is lifted. Close the eyes down. Lift up all of your toes and feel balanced on all 4 corners of your feet. And then begin lowering the toes down from the outside all the way into the big toes. And in this space, mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a moment to bring your gaze to your third eye center. Take a big breath in and out and just feel centered and grounded in your practice so far. You can open up your eyes and we'll bring our hands up to our heart. We'll go into a couple moon salutations from here. So feet are hips width apart. Hands are at our heart center. We're at the top of our mat. Inhale, arms up overhead, slight back bend. Exhale through the heart and forward fold. Lowering the hips, come down into your squat. Hands at the heart or on either side. Inhale here. Set your hands down, step your left knee back. Sweep arms overhead, slight back bend. Arms sweep down and back up, right knee joins on the mat. Exhale, float down to child's pose. On your inhale, all the way through to low cobra. Curl the toes, push back to child's pose. Inhale up on both knees, arms overhead. Step left knee forward, sweep arms down and back up. Curl the right toes to meet at the front. Find your squat. Inhale here. Exhale, raise the hips, forward fold. Inhale the hands up through heart center, slight back bend, and back to your heart space. There's one side. Take a breath here. Let's do the opposite side. Inhale out. Exhale through the heart, forward fold. We'll lower the hips, coming to our squat. Pause here. Hands come down, step the right knee back, arms overhead. Sweep arms down and back up, left knee joins. Inhale here. Exhale, float down, child's pose. Coming forward, low cobra. Curl the toes, push back, child's pose. Inhale up on both knees, arms overhead, back bend. Right foot forward, sweep arms down and back up. Left foot curls, step forward into your squat, hands at the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the hips forward, fold. Inhale those arms back up and overhead, slight back bend. Back to our heart space. Close the eyes down. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale overhead. Exhale forward fold. Coming down into squat. Inhale. Arms come down, left knee back, arms overhead. Sweep arms down, back up, right knee joins. Float down, child's pose. Inhale forward, low cobra. Curl the toes, child's pose. Inhale up on both knees, arms overhead. Left knee forward, sweep arms down and up. Step right foot forward, squat. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Hands back to the heart, slight back bend. Hands return to heart center. Pause and take a breath. Last time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Lower the hips into squat. Hands down, right knee back. Arms overhead. Arms down and back up. Left knee joins. Float to child's pose. Slide forward into low cobra. Back to child's pose. Inhale up on both knees, arms overhead. Right foot forward, sweep down and back up. Curl the left toes, step forward into squat. Pause and squat. Lift the hips, forward fold. Hands up through heart center, slight back bend. Return the hands to heart center and then let them float down, arms, shoulders back and down, pinkies forward. Close the eyes down, return to mountain pose. Enjoy the stillness. Enjoy the effects of your practice so far. Take one more nice, long, slow breath here. And then we'll inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale up to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let the head be heavy. Shake it yes and no. Begin to lower your hips, and we're coming down to be on our mat. So as you come down on your mat, hands can be out in front with our feet planted as we slowly begin to lower ourselves down. Planting the left foot with the heel close to the hip as you cross the right leg over. As we go into figure four, lifting the left foot up off the mat, wrapping the hands around the thigh, both feet flexed and active. Give ourselves a little hip love. Can rock or be still. Just opening up the hips. Getting ready for a new day. Back to center. Left foot comes down, right foot as well. Trade it out to the opposite side. Thread the hands around the right knee or the right thigh. Both feet flexed and active. And breathe. Stillness or rocking, yogi's choice. Wherever you are, we'll come back to center. Uncross that leg and bring both of the knees in towards the chest. And lift up your head and take your forehead towards your knees. Nice, super tight ball. Then on your exhale, release everything, coming down into Shavasana. Let your hands be relaxed on either side with your palms facing up. Ankles out to the side. Open your mouth wide, release your jaw. Then soften your jaw. As we soften the face, the neck, the shoulders, softening the upper arms and elbows, wrists, palms, fingertips. Notice relaxation in your upper back, your ribs, your lower back and your hips. Softening the thighs, backs of the knees and calves, ankles, soles of the feet, and toes. Ananda hum. Ananda hum. I am joy. Think about what brings a smile to your face and is joyful. Take note of that today. Find more of that for yourself. Ananda hum. And also finding joy and justice, even when there's more justice to be had. Bring our hands up over our head, stretching long with each one of our hands. And then roll over onto one side. Pausing, gratitude for self-care. And slowly make your way up to your mat or to a seated position so we can close practice. So hands back to your heart center. We'll close with a cleansing breath followed by an Om and 3 Shantis. Cleansing breath first. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, mouth. Inhale to chant. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace in our hearts, peace in our words, peace in our thoughts, and peace in the world where we need it today. Thank you for coming. Namaste.